Yo, blow the car, snap the case. With the vibe, we gon' retro, let's ride. Diddy Kong drifting through a candy flip track. Hover jets humming with that rocket pack. Golden eye laser got the hallway tight. One shot stealth in the neon light. Billy and Jimmy, that twin turbo heat. Double dragon fist knocking punks off the street. Wonder boy dashing, collecting that fruit. With a sword in hand and them high top boots. Jim's in the suit, earthworm wild. Blasting through space with the worm boy smile. Axel from Rage with the burning fist. Street law handed out, don't miss that twist. Drake's low, lights down low. Press start clean, let the legends show. Cassette dreams control us so. Game unlocked, no cheats, no scroll. Great try, feel that glitch wave high. Joystick bounce, see our sky. One life left, let's steal the show. No game over, just go to race it.
Lemons in line, gotta save each soul. Click too slow, they fall in a hole. Chop, lift the boost with the rescue plan. Hover above, bring them back if you can. Toe jamming Earl in that funky space jam. Boombox bounce with the alien slam. Alter beast roars, rise from your grave. Then it's power up fury in a side scroll wave. Flashback smooth with the sci-fi flick. Rotoscope vibes with that vector kick. Banjo and Kazooie, card on flame. Trophies in hand at the Hall of Game. Retro low, lights down low. Press start clean, let the legends show. Cassette dreams control us so. Game unlocked, no cheats, no scroll. Feel that glitch wave high. Joystick bounce, see our sky. One life left, let's steal the show. No game over, just go till it. Star Fox looping in that barrel roll blaze. Polygon dreams in the lilac haze. F-Zero racing with the slipstream slide. Captain Falcon shouting, show me your pride. Kid Chameleon, mask on mask. Every new level, a brand new task. Wrist star reaching through galactic flame. Stretch arm swing in a starlight game. Zoo from the nth with that ninja flare. Choco speed kicks, tearing through air. Turok stalking with the dino gun. Jungle heat popping, prehistoric fun. Banjo back with the Kazooie scream. Platform kings in the N64 dream. This ain't no trend, no flash, no hype. It's deep in your code, that gamer type. Remember the glow of the screen at night. Pillow forts up, no guide, just fight. No saves, no net, just raw instinct. You in the game, the timeless link. So blow on the card and reload your dream. Retro still echoes in every beam. The sprites, the beats, the neon crest. That pixel fire still burns in your chest. Direction forever. See end of a left.
Starts with a. Every morning starts with a. Hey! Straight. Steam on the glass, kettle starts to roll. Inbox blinking, but I'm in control. Shoes by the door, playlist tight. Not perfect, but we showed up right. We're not the noise they spin for clicks. With the crew that never quits. Up before the bell rings in. Brush it off, we go again. Hey, 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 we don't wait, we go build from the bottom, now we show. Every morning starts with us. Loud, proud, no one hushes us. Hey, hey, feet on the ground, we stay. But we move the world our way. Raise your cup, don't miss the bus. Every morning starts with us. Bagels cold, but the coffee hits. Muted screens, unmuted grid. They count us out, we mark the page. Turn the cycle, flip the stage. They frame the bet, we flip the board. Cut the static, found the chord. I still tired, but that's alright. We've got skin, we've got fight. Hey, 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 we don't wait, we go build from the bottom, now we show. Every morning starts with us. Loud, proud, no one hushes us. Hey, hey, feet on the ground, we stay. But we move the world our way. Raise your cup, don't miss the bus. Every morning starts with us. Not every win is on a chart. Not every loss can break your heart. hushes us. Hey, hey, feet on the ground we stay, but we move the world our way. Raise your cup, don't miss the bus. Every morning starts with us. Let 'em know. Every morning starts with us. Oh, hey, hey, we don't wait, we go built from the bottom, now we show. Every morning starts with us. Loud, proud, no one hushes us. Hey, hey, feet on the ground we stay, but we move the world our way. Raise your cup, don't miss the bus. Every morning starts with us.
Yes, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Yes, that was a song by Trove. It says, good morning. Every morning starts with us. I love that song. That shit gets me in my, like, I think I'm at church. Oh, man, it feels good. Anyway, back to me and you. Diet Coke from McDonald's this morning. $32. $32 what I spent at McDonald's. Oh, my God, I was sick. I said, what the hell? It's a whole share of GameStop. What the hell are we doing? Anyway, welcome back. Welcome back to the Sugar Shack. Hey, guys, can I tell you, GameStop's going up right now? I don't know if you guys saw the chart. Just go and look at the chart right there. Just look at that. $30.09. I mean, I hit go live, and look what happens. I mean, look what happens. Marantz, we found the bottom. Tony De Niro, don't get excited. Let me tell you, GameStop looks amazing. You know what I found out, guys? I actually watched the show yesterday. Like, I did live. I did the whole live stream. Got in the truck, drove my son to work or to school this morning. Last day of school. I'm so excited for him. And I was like, man, I got to get off the stream early today. I do. I have to leave here like around in the next hour and a half. I only get an hour and a half with you guys. I know. Oh, my God, it's so sad. You guys usually like me just standing here talking about nothing. But I was like, yo, Pop, I'll go pick you up, whatever, because I got to go to work too. But I was listening to yesterday's show. It's actually damn good. Damn, bros, I'm surprising myself these days. And the only thing that's more surprising than like what people really should know about like the world, I don't know if you guys know this stuff. There's this dude out here. I don't know if you guys know him. I gotta tell you, because you know I know listen, who cares about the stock for a minute? I don't watch NBA basketball. I don't watch NBA basketball because it's terrible to watch. It's a poor product, and I don't like private equity. I don't. And private equity has ruined sports for me for a long time. If you guys are not familiar with what private equity is, well, go look at the Giants. Go look at the Washington Commanders. Go look at New England Patriots. That's all private equity. Go look at Dave Temper and the Carolina Panthers. Private equity. There's a lot of private equity out there. And what do? They, for some reason, they're the darlings of everything. And then I go look at basketball, and it's even worse in basketball. But hockey? You know, Tetron Invest, he's a hockey guy. He sticks true to it. A lot of you guys watch hockey. A lot of you Canadians that watch the show here, hockey guys. I once looked at my demos on YouTube, and it told me that majority of my viewers are from New York. That's how I know the hedge funds are watching. So then I was like, they're all from New York. Wow. And I'm a California guy. But can we talk about Connor McDavid? Like, I've never guys, there's a hockey team down the street from me that I don't watch. It's a feeder system to the Seattle whoever, right? Connor McDavid, a.k.a. a basketball player with skates on. This boy's different. If Wayne Gretzky is the greatest man of all time to wear a pair of skates, I'm just convinced Wayne Gretzky was like before his time. There's Connor McDavid. Shit, this boy can do it. So I don't know if you guys actually watch hockey, but you can't even get me excited about it. But I'm just telling you, this dude's like Allen Iverson. This dude's like who was that dude? The Jason Williams. This dude's got crazy control. Connor McDavid. You guys should watch hockey. Connor McDavid. Anyway, Connor McDavid has the brains of Gretzky, but blows away Gretzky in terms of skill and finesse and fitness. Well, no shit. There you go, Mentats. So you guys know who I'm talking about. Good. Some guy tried to tell me Pavel something was good. Listen, anybody who's retired already can't see me. And that's why I tell you guys can think they're great. Like, watch this. I grew up in the 90s. You guys grew up in the 90s? I grew up in the 90s. Do you know who's the greatest basketball players of the 90s? Like Grandma Ma, right? Larry Johnson. Penny Hardaway and Grant Hill. Penny Hardaway was Kobe Bryant before Kobe. Penny Hardaway had it all. He had the size, the moves, he had the finish. He would dunk on you. He would block down. He had a pivot. He had it all. Penny was it. Grant Hill was a problem. You guys think we forget this shit. Yeah, man, they just can't compete with players of today. Shit. They all got lucky, bro. They all got lucky there weren't other guys in the league that were just as big as them. McDavid is a demon, Freddie Bauer says. Freddie Bauer, $51. Team 51, you're out there. I appreciate you guys. He had great commercials, too, with Mini Penny. Yeah, the little puppet. Sure, Grant Hill was an animal, but injuries, yeah, stunted his career. And 20 free memberships. Dude, Freddie Bauer, I don't know what you do for a living. I don't know how you do it. Just stay blessed, young man. Holy shit, he pays it back like you guys could never see. You guys have never seen anybody like him. But you know what? He's fishing out here with these 20 free memberships. How are there 20 people in here without a membership? That's what I want to know. There's got to be. There can't be that many. But Anthony G gets one. He's been watching the show forever. James has been here forever. Let me find one of you guys. Hey, you know all the like haters, all the meltdown guys, all the other YouTubers, they all leave the chat. The minute 20 free memberships, they leave the chat. They go, hell no, I can't get one of those. Could you imagine you're just sitting there and you get a free membership and your name is PPC? Hey, PPCs, how you doing, bro? How you been? I'm reading all the names and getting these free memberships. Man, it's awesome. Great. Congratulations to everybody who got a free membership right now. They call McDavid McJesus here where I come from. Shit. I mean, damn. I'm telling you how good this guy is. I was watching him. And I was just like, yo, Connor McDavid, like this is why people want his rookie card and shit. I never knew why. I think it was Tetron Invest says, I've got an autographed Connor McDavid card or something like that, he said. I don't know what he said. By the way, shout out to Silver. I know we have our dude in here who says Silver at all time. Silver just hit an all-time high. So for all you guys out there, I love you guys too. Thank you so much. Go ahead and put in the Discord. You guys can put his highlights in there if you want. I'm good. Too poor to buy a Switch 2, but rich enough to buy half a share of GameStop. Oh, Switch 2. We're going to talk about it. So today is the official launch day of a Switch 2. Best Buy had lines around the block. I'm sure other retailers had lines around the block. Walmart went ahead and delivered them via their ordering app, and they give you a free Coke and Pringles. Thanks, Walmart. You know what GameStop gives you? Not only do they give you 4% back every time you shop, 2% back every time you shop, something with the credit card, they give you added value across the board. But GameStop gave it to you the night before. GameStop beats other retailers on any product, on release, because they have the mobility and ability to get it to you the minute they can. And that would be midnight last night, East Central Standard Time. And then, of course, East, Central, and Pacific, and Mountain West, all released at one time. So right here where I live, they started selling at 9 p.m. The lines were around the building. If you live under a box and you have not seen these scenes outside of GameStop, they're magnificent. There are multiple things. Now listen, this guy just says he got it. Oh, he did get it at Best Buy midnight release. Look at him. Oh, awesome. I didn't even know they did that. And I know somebody who works at Best Buy. Maybe I should work that out. Anyway, so there was this report, and I want to just shed light on it like right away about the Switch 2. There was this report that someone at GameStop, one of the 2,915 GameStops that exist in America, one GameStop was stapling the receipts to the box. Guess what happened to the screen of those switches? The line outside of Best Buy right now is massive. Cool. Can't compete with what's going on with GameStop. GameStop yesterday, 23 hours ago, had the line around the buildings. So people knew what it was. I'm so happy that families got to experience a midnight release. Back in the day, all my midnight releases were Call of Duty, Black Ops, World at War, Modern Warfare. Tons of stuff. Right here, Nintendo Stores of America. This is GameStop right here. Here we go, switch to, look at how packed it is. There's people everywhere in GameStop. Imagine the thousands and thousands of dollars spent at every GameStop across America. They were everywhere. They were lined up right outside with chairs. Look at this guy. Look at what they bought. Look what they bought. They bought the Switch 2, the carrying case, the other carrying case, the charging cradle, another controller, more joysticks and handles, the actual camera mode where you can actually see yourself while you play. They got it all figured out. They even had the GameCube controller, because as you know, you can play GameCube games, the new ones that they re-released. They even have this scan disc for extra memory. GameStop has their own, by the way, their own private label one. GameStop came correct. So a lot of things are going on over here with the Switch. Everybody has one. This guy was excited for getting his. Tons of money going out there on the Switch, and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars being spent at GameStop. So this is what a console launch looks like. These are what gamers look like. Very handsome fellow right there. Look at GameStop. Massive. Everybody in line, all the grandparents, parents, everybody wants to buy one for their family members. Hopefully GameStop is merched correctly and ready to go. This has nothing to do with Pokemon cards. This has everything to do with video game lovers, console, physical media. This is everything you want. Look at this. You can already tell when they're ready to go. This is a GameStop right here, right around the, I mean, just wild lines. I remember they showed you the video for New York. It was around the building. Here you go. GameStop branded Express microchips for $54.99. 1 terabyte, 256 gigs, and 512. So they're all there online, ready to go. So you can get more. And I'm very excited about the Switch 2. Wear it all, buddy. You're in the right element. You're Donkey Kong. You're great. You know, a gamer wife is like is amazing if you could ever find one. Me, not so much. I'll tell you why. This is what GameStop looks like. Look at the line at GameStop all the way to the back. And then this is even Best Buy. Best Buy doesn't have as many people as GameStop. I wonder why. Because GameStop's crazy. Just remember that. But hey, I'm not here to compete with them. I hope they do really well. I hope people are shopping and buying things where they need it. But look at GameStop. Oh, giving away free Red Bulls for people in line. Now, I had the opportunity to be out there, but they had different rules than you could ever imagine for content creation. And I didn't want to try to be, force myself into the spot. They asked, and I declined respectfully. So that was the difference. Mullins, the scam, is down. Go figure. Mullins is down. Mullins is down. What happened with Mullins? Mully. Remember I told you yesterday when it was at $22 on its way to $27, I wouldn't buy it? Do you guys remember that? Like GameStop was the only thing open last night, I promise you. Phenomenal. I love it. All in line. That's at Best Buy right here. Good job, Best Buy. I'm happy for Best Buy. Best Buy needed that. They need those dollars. They're not GameStop. You imagine how much money GameStop made and they only have like 3-4 employees in the building? I'm just excited. Cool. All right. So you guys saw all of it last night. It was crazy, and that's pretty cool. Okay. For that. So any notifications I need? Oh. The Buck Bunny thing, I really don't care about Buck Bunny too much. It never meant too much to me. I'm about this damn website right here. So let's go to GameStop really quick before we go look at charts. There it is. Explore the Switch 2. You can get the new Zelda game. The Tears of Kingdom actually got re-released, which is cool. The Mario Kart World, I've already heard some complaints that it's too big. There's wide open spaces and everything. But here's all the stuff they're selling. GameStop did get in on a private label there. Screen protector, private label GameStop, and a GameStop carrying case as well, private label. So that's pretty good. Here's all the video games. Hogwarts. Civilization 7 is a game I've always wanted to play and buy. So it's really cool. Tons of game here. Street Fighter 6, Cyberpunk. They have some RPGs in here as well. a category. There's a catalog already out there for you. So there you go. But don't ever let me forget about the cards. Don't let me forget about the cards. I'm just happy about the Switch, guys. It's massive. And there you go. Thank you so much for all the support over there on TikTok. The guy says, you look like Rico knows. Nah, bro. Never met him. Matter of fact, Rico knows has never met himself. He lost himself years ago. Maybe you forgot about it. I look like Rico. How would I look like the guy? 5,500 items, almost 56. A true story about me and Rico. Same dad, different moms, bro. Same dad, different moms. True story. There we go. So now there's this DD going around the world. I don't know if you guys heard about it. Some stupid guy went ahead and he talked about it. Oh, here we go. By the way, this is everywhere. Nintendo Switch 2 defies expectations with positively chaotic launch day demand. You're damn right. You're damn right the demand's that big. These gamers have been looking for something to buy. What did I tell you, though? I think I told you guys this the other day. I told you, I'm going to play that Dave Portnoy damn art. I'm going to play that conversation. It's so disgusting. But I told you guys a while ago. He said, you guys look the same. Bull, what? Who? Who looks the same? That guy's trash, bro. Hey, Tokes, for real, bro. Rico blows is the type of guy you don't want to be surrounded by. All right? But I can't talk about my bro like that, man. My bro's a good guy, I guess. I've never seen my brother do a good deed, so it's hard for me. Like when you have money and platforms and opportunity and do something out of the kindness of your heart, it doesn't exist. Can I tell you like how disconnected it is? This is a true story, okay? So my brother and I, we grew up in Southern California, and we studied prep sports. We watched them. We went to games everywhere. My dad used to drive us around and look for games to go to. We wanted to see JW North. JW North played basketball. They were playing against Cathedral City High. They were playing Caleb Gervin, who was George Gervin's nephew, and his son is one of the top-rated players in the world. And so he was playing a linebacker from USC named Chris Claiborne. Now, Chris Claiborne went on to play at Detroit Lions, and he was the Dick Butkus Award winner in college. He was the top linebacker, whatever it may be. Chris Claiborne. Amazing football player. Dominated basketball court. Went out there. He was 6'3", 250, and just a man amongst boys, right? So we watch all these guys play. We watch all these prep sports as we're doing it. So when I'm growing up in this area, and we have a kid out here right now. There's a kid who's extremely talented, who just needs a little bit of exposure. And guess what? His mother went to high school with me and Rico. So I'm like, yo, bro. I call up Rico. I said, hey, there's this kid right now who's number one in the league in sacks, and he has 5 sacks in 5 games. He's a big kid. He's got a big body. He's a great DN. He's a junior. He's not even a senior. He's a junior. He's all CIF. He's this and that. And I'm telling Reek, right? And he's like, okay, what's your point? I go, yo, Reek, can you do a piece on him? Like one of your, get some some views on him. Go look at his huddle tape, cut it up, put it out there. Exactly what Rico says. Swear to God, till the day I die. Rico's like this. He goes, yeah, tell his mom, send me $1,000 and I'll do it. I said, what? I'm like, Reek, this is, and I said her name. I said, this is her son, our friend. We grew up together. Like, yo. He goes, yeah, no. That's personal. I'm business. I'm about business. You want to get on this platform, you got to pay me. And I was just like, bro, you let that shit go to your head. That's why I don't fuck with certain people. Because if you're not willing to do it for anyone for free, then don't ask me when it's time to pay up money for it either. Don't. That's the difference. Hey, don't worry. I educate the world for free. Thousands of people watch the show. They've been buying and investing for a lot of years. They understand what we've been doing, and I'll do it for free till the day I drop. So, yeah, you got to miss me with the bullshit. I look like him. Nah, I'm not him. I promise you. I'm not him, but I am at the same time. Think about it. RIP! Anyway, back to the chat, back to the channel. I'm not going to give you an opinion about this next clip. I'm going to let it play on its own merit, and you tell me if you would want to work, support, or encourage this behavior. Watch.
fucking fly them to Auschwitz. Some guy tweets at you something. You want to fucking? He's not. You
Kirk,
can't come out
it was
for
a bar
5
I
minutes?
owned. It was a bar I
agree, and
owned.
they should have been kicked out. So, but my thing is,
No,
like,
it's not just kick out, Kirk. Are you ignoring what's going on in the world?
No,
right
I'm
now?
not. What, Dave? What do you want to do to those guys? What do you want to do?
It's
What do you
related?
want to do with those guys in the bar? Put them in jail for 50 years?
Kirk,
Fine. I don't
I
care.
didn't
They're
say that.
assholes.
You're quite literally changing everything you say, Kirk. If you just want me to kick him out, not mention it, not care that this kid
Not at all.
is
Not at all.
shut
Not at all.
up. If you just want me to ignore it,
Don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me.
shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who big boss man. Don't tell. I'll tell you work for me.
Okay, go ahead,
You
continue.
little bitch. You work for me.
Sure, you bet. For now,
Oh, you
continue.
don't? For now, quit. I don't
Well,
care. I'll save 500 grand.
is this show or not a show? Like, is a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You're an idiot.
Okay, continue.
You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes.
I don't care if it's a show or not. You can't conduct yourself that way and have a stance in my world. So I got to find a way to block Dave, but that came up on someone else's feed. I'll never support talking to your talent, your employees, the people that give you what you are, your identity. I'm going to tell you right now, in business, just in general, in business, your biggest asset is your employees. Every day that something great happens, you better thank them, and you better understand the reason why you get to pay for the truck and pay for the house and wake up and put on the badge is because of them. You wouldn't have it. And to treat someone with so much disrespect because you're so unattached to the way you should treat people, because you pay them $500,000, you can tell them whatever you want? Nah. Too much dignity. I couldn't sit there and let someone talk to me that way. I literally would be like, you know what, I'm going to excuse myself from this conversation. This is the show. And you can sue for every dollar in the world, and you'd win. And he'd have to pay. And he'd probably fight you the whole way. And he'd probably apologize later. But I don't have time for fake friends. That, and it'd be like, well, they're friends. They can talk to each other that way. It's not the way friends talk. Right? There's dialogue in between. There's respect of other people's opinions. That's the way they talk. I'll never do it. Is the boss that should have resigned years ago after his ego was as big. You know, if you knew the true story about Dave, Dave got fucked. They took him. They took his shit. Private equity went into his company, set him up, took his company, maximized profits, and then gave it back to him because he wanted to burn the house down once he found out he got took. It's a true story. I talked about it on the show once. Years ago, I talked about it. And you guys remember him saying, wait a minute, you didn't hook me up with Betsy. Oh, that's not how it happened. It's exactly how it happened. They took him, a CEO, and said, here, meet this person. And he was like, okay. He's so oblivious to what's really happening around him. Private equity will do that. Private equity will use media. They'll use, well, any platform, whether it be Reddit, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. You read a headline, you think it's so true because it's being told to you. Guys, this is the manipulation of this investment, of this market, of this world. America landed on the moon. Sure, buddy. Go look at it again. I don't have to get that disingenuous about it. I can go, who killed JFK? Lee Harvey Oswald. What? Okay. Well, what the hell was Jack Ruby doing? All right, we'll go back to we'll keep going forward, and I'll just keep playing stupid. My dogs are out there. Sorry, heard my dog cry. They probably were playing with each other, but you know, here's my thing. You all were told that This is, hey, Cosmic, you're going to like this part of the show. I didn't even prep this. I'm not even ready. I'm going to do it in front of you. You were told 9/11, some hijackers crashed their planes into a building. 2 different buildings. 2 different airlines. Do you guys know what that means? Like what it really means. What you could fly into one building with one plane, and you could have destroyed that one building. But 3 buildings actually got demolition that day. Demoed over the next 3 days. 7, and then the 2 main, right? The individual who took out the insurance on those buildings. Oh, it's going to blow your fucking mind, guys. Let's do it together. Let's show you how it's done. Let's go to, well, first let's go to Google. And let's go to Larry Silverstein. Larry Silverstein, this is the guy. Larry Silverstein is his real estate projects. He rebuilt the World Trade Center. He made the biggest building. He made the building that you guys know as the Freedom Tower. There's a whole thing here about this guy, Larry. Larry is part of Silverstein Properties. Okay, him and his father. Silverstein separated from his business partner, Bernard Mendick. Now, Bernard Mendick, in 1977, that's when they separated, okay? If you guys want to hear this crazy story, Larry and Bernard don't get along. Why? Because Bernard was married to Larry's sister, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's the way it went down. Let me make sure before I say it. Right here. Silverstein became involved in real estate with his father, Harry Silverstein, and then his friend and brother-in-law, Bernard H. Mendick. So Bernard divorced Annette Silverstein in 77. That's when these 2 dudes broke apart. Okay? Bernard Mendick. I got to tell you guys something. So Larry's doing a deal for the World Trade Center. All right? You guys paying attention? And they're making a bid. And the bidding is going back between him and Vornado Trust. So Vornado Real Estate, if you're not familiar with Vornado Trust, Vornado ended up buying Toys R Us. This is when Toys R Us went bankrupt, right? So Vornado Trust, we'll go ahead and pull it up. Don't worry, guys. Follow me here. You're going to love this. Is it Vornado Real Estate? Yeah, right there. I don't know how to spell any of this. So here's Vornado, okay? And you're going to see on here, in 1980, a company controlled by Stephen Roth, okay, took control of Vornado Trust. Stephen Roth partnered up with Donald Trump, the Sir President Donald Trump, okay? I'm trying to help you out here. In 1997, Bernard Mendick, the brother-in-law to Larry Stevenson, acquired, or how could I say it a different way? Vornado Trust acquired his company for $654 million. So Mendick now is Vornado because he became the co-chairman in 1998, all the way through 97 through 98, okay? In 2001, Vornado Trust won the bid for a 100-year lease on the World Trade Center. They outbid Silverstein Properties by $30 million. So here's what happened. Trump, Mendick, and Ross, is that his name? Stephen, right? I'll show it to you again. Roth. Stephen Roth. They were on one side of the transaction, along with Silverstein Properties. Vornado wins the bid over Silverstein. But after it was all announced, Silverstein wins the bid because Vornado pulls back. Okay? They balked over the terms and possible tax liabilities, and Silverstein ends up winning in April. Larry Silverstein wins the bid for the World Trade Center over Trump, Roth, and I tell you Trump because Roth and Trump are the same, okay? And Mindek. Mindek dies the next month. I can't make this shit up. Mindek dies the next month. Watch. Then on the day of 9/11, two different airplane companies hit two different buildings. 3 buildings get demoed. Silverstein owns all of them. He owns the leases. He has the insurance. The insurance covers after they fell. You know, he does everything. $4 billion. But he goes for 7. He goes for double, nearly double, because he sues both airlines for each building. He says, no, here's where I'm at. Did you know that day of 9/11, after having meetings at the buildings, at the World Trade Centers every day, Mr. Silverstein, the guy who actually owns the leases and the properties, did not go to work that day. He didn't go to work. Neither did Howard Lutnick. Is it Howard Lutnick? I can't remember his name right now. They didn't go to work the day that the planes hit the buildings. Cantor Fitzgerald was in that floor, was up in the 91st floor, whatever the hell it was, right where the planes hit. They lost all their people, except for Howard Lutnick, right? Let me fast forward you. After Silverstein gets his insurance paid for, and all the funds get separated and everything goes through, he builds a tower. He owns multiple shit all over New York. You mean to tell me Vornado Trust pumped the price, backed out of the deal, made him overpay for it, then they didn't show up to work? I'm talking about Howard Lutnick and the boys. And why do I say that? Because who is Donald Trump right now? Donald Trump has a Secretary of Commerce that is Howard Lutnick, who did not die that day in the World Trade Center. But yet Trump was on the other side of that bet. Or the bid, I should say. I wonder why Larry Silverstein, why he became a billionaire off of insurance that they defraud. I mean, they got $3.55 billion of settlement. But he wanted double. When I see the connections all the way through, we can't just leave it there. We can't just say, well, Bernard Mindek died in May after the deal didn't go through in April. Well, he died the next month. But he had this deal. They had a deal. And there was a guy involved by the name of Roth. Is it Stephen Roth? Is that his name? Vornado Trust. So Stephen Roth here, who's 84 years old right now. Stephen Roth, who is the founder and chairman of Vornado Realty Trust. I wonder who his son is. Jordan Roth. Is that a person? I didn't know he had a son. Oh, it's a daughter or a son? What is that? Don't let me mischaracterize. It's tough. Oh, he's an actor. He produced the show. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Until 2002. Oh, awesome. Yeah, you know, when you have a lot of money, you can do whatever the hell you want, apparently. I mean, everybody else does it. First Trump presidency. Oh, yeah. No, let's go back to your dad, Stephen Roth. I'll stick to the story here. Mr. Stephen Roth here, who bankrupted everything. This is the part I want to show you guys. In 1997, marking its first major acquisition outside of strip malls, Vornado purchased 7 midtown office buildings with 4 million square footage from Bernard Mendeck for $656 million. We know this. Now, Roth's companies had past involvement in Alexander deal with Trump and with Jared Kushner's father, the Kushner family. Jared announced the sale of interest in the family, blah, blah, blah. The Kushner family on 66th Avenue. So you have Trump and Kushner doing deals with Roth, but it's not Trump at all, guys. It's not Trump on the other side of this deal. On 6th Avenue, an office tower containing 2.1 million square feet of office. Trump owns 30%, Roth owns 30%, and Vornado owns the other 40%. Do you understand? Maybe you guys don't. Maybe I'm just crazy. But there's a reason why these guys sit in the spots that they sit in and the money comes rushing in. Tearing down 2 towers in the middle of the day, killing off 5,000 Americans, and blaming it on someone that didn't do it. That tells me everything I need to know about media. Being told that Taylor Swift is the greatest entertainer the last 30 years is bullshit. And I only get told that because they own her masters. I'm told a lot of things. I was told that the world's going to end, that the ice caps are going to melt, and that the water was going to rise. I went and looked up this photo. They showed us a photo. It was like in Ireland or somewhere. And it shows you this wall that was built to sea level against the sea to protect themselves from invading ships. The wall was built at the sea level hundreds of years ago. It's still at the sea level. They're going to come for you, Unc. They can come. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? They can come. I'm not afraid. It's like that. You'll understand what I got for Father's Day one day. Father's Day's coming up, by the way, with dads. Go buy some ammunition. I didn't buy too many shares this week. I only bought like 5. But I got a box of ammo coming to me. I got some bills I got to pay. I say a box of ammo. We're talking about 1,000 rounds. It's like a whole damn drum. Why do you need 1,000 rounds, Marantz? I don't know. I like to have the same amount of rounds as shares. That's why. Got to protect each one. Anyway. Just remember, when you guys see my body in the casket, make sure it's me, okay? Make sure it's me. Make sure it's me. All right? I've got branding on me. All you fake fans out there, you guys don't know. Told my wife, I said, baby, that funeral's mine. Don't you dare sell those shares. Anyway. Isn't that crazy about 9/11? Did the mic get muffled or is it just me? Oh, I don't know. It's probably me. Who knows? Huge before the collapse. Yeah, $3.5 billion. What about the building next to the Twin Towers containing all the kinds of sensitive data that they all went lost? Yeah, we talked about that. Building number 7. The original occupants of building number 7 were Drexel Burnham Lambert. Original guys that signed the lease to go in there. The SEC was in there. The Secret Service was in there. All the records from the 80s were in there. 80s and 90s. Just so happens you ruined a building and a country just to make up for the dot-com bubble, to hide where all the money is. We saw it happen. You know what else we saw happen after 9/11? You saw anthrax scares. You saw SARS scares, bird flu. So you saw all of that happen. We're all still living. You saw the greater financial crisis. Go out here and they tell you the Big Short is the reason why. You're going to tell you it's going to be, Bernie Madoff. And then from the growth of all that, you see the scare of COVID. You see Jeffrey Epstein come out. And nobody flinched. Nobody flinched until GameStop started going. Once GameStop had the turn, which I feel they were all pumping it to get out of it. I saw all the insiders sold everything. You guys got to understand. GameStop took a turn. Boom. Next thing you know, Leon Black steps down from Apollo Global Management. When you're a billionaire, when you're one of the top 10 richest men in the world at the time, top 20 richest men in the world, and you just give up your enterprise, you didn't develop a single product. You don't do anything. You're not like, you didn't create something. You're not an investor. All you are is vulture capitalism. You go in and you raid the coffers. You offer some junk bonds, some high yield bonds to leveraged companies, distressed credit lending. You do it in cycles, and that's how you became your billionaire self. You and your buddies. All while funding Jeffrey Epstein and his trips and escapades on islands. No, you don't get to give the money to the world, pay off the Virgin Islands $60 million so they don't prosecute you, pay off other whistleblowers, and you pay millions and millions of dollars to a Russian model that you went ahead and adopted and took in, and her son, you paid millions of dollars as well. You don't get to do all of that, give up your billion-dollar company, and no jail time, and everybody's just going to forget about it. We're just not going to talk about it. Matter of fact, if they look at us, we're going to put Adam Aaron in front, and Adam Aaron's going to be out there and be the victim of blackmail. Adam Aaron's going to come out and say, I was blackmailed for $200,000, $300,000. Are you guys kidding? 300 grand? That's what you're mad about? You're worth $100 million. You put money to, you donating to the gorillas in the mist? You did that just to manipulate people and investors. You printed out NFTs for gold. There's gold in them there hills. And you went and did a photo shoot, HYMC, at the actual mining company that doesn't mine anything. 4 years later, shocker, the $50 million you paid the Mudrick Capital, you still don't get it back because they gave you the money to survive, right? To take more money from the public. AMC is down 99.9% from 4 years ago, and it's a dilutive mess. Still not the biggest crime on Wall Street. The biggest crime on Wall Street is Mullen Automotive. I had so many people pumping to me yesterday. Mullen Automotive, Marantz. Check out Mullen's. And I'm like, what the hell are we talking about? It hit $27 yesterday. It's $9.20 today. Remember, this damn thing yesterday was pumping to the sky after a 100-to-1 reverse stock split. I don't even know what the equivalent would be. The equivalent of this stock for this last 52 weeks, if you put in $264 million, you would have 9. I am not making that number up. You can't even fathom the amount of money lost in this stock and that they're allowed to do it. Who was the number one shareholder of this stock? Taryn Pizer. Taryn Pizer, who sat next to Mike Milken. This thing is crazy since 2012. Every EV company that gone out of business sold their assets to Mullen Automotive and they bought them. But if you know the true story about David Mitchery and the whole board of directors, it'll blow your mind. Mary Winter, the whole crew. They are making millions off of unknown. I mean, look at this shit. The float yesterday traded 20 million shares yesterday. 20 million shares. Their float is 541,000. They traded how many times their float? 20x? To give you an example, GameStop would have to have volume to trade that. They would have to have volume like 8 billion shares of volume in one day. Do you know what the price would be for GameStop? It would be 5,000 a share, 10,000 a share with that kind of volume. You couldn't hold it down. They didn't hold it. They pumped it. I told you don't touch it. Went all the way up to 26.55, whatever the hell this was right here, and bam, rock bottom. Everybody lost. And you're going to keep losing. Don't ever touch. I tell you guys, be careful. Be careful with these punks out here promoting stocks and talking about stuff. 3 years ago, I made a whole thing about Kohl's. Kohl's. I said Kohl's is trash. Don't ever touch it. It's private equity. And it was up here at $26.90 when I was doing those videos. That was last year. Nah, I made the videos even longer before that. This is not something you want to be a part of. Kohl's about to go down in history after they carve out all their assets too. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on in the world of retail, of economics, macro trends, and they want me to buy things. I stick to the Mag 7. I'll look at it. I'll tell you, that SPY, that's going to be the life and death of the SPY. I drew the lines already. Next week, they're already prepping for this market to come down. By next week, you guys will see what I'm talking about. And why? Because GameStop next week, you mother suckers. It says right here, Marantz is spitting the truth. I'll follow you anywhere, my boy. On land, overseas, and through the trenches. I'm right behind you, dog. Tell it like it is. All damn day. I wish I had many shares as I have ammo. You can one day. As a fellow Pew Pew fan, that sounded like a safety. No, I'm an M9 guy, and it wasn't a safety. It was the safety first, and then it was the cock, and then that's the magazine. Lock in. I just load rounds while I'm here talking to you. Literally, that's what my hands do half the time. I get faster and faster. You guys, if you guys don't do battle drills, if you don't do battle drills and you're not ready to pull it out, you're not ready to go. Do you see how fast I hear some? I'm ready to go. You got to practice. Anyway, next week. Holy shit. Are you guys ready for next week? Is it just me? Like, okay, now listen, I don't care. The meltdown, crying. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. And no, PP Seeds, I'm not talking about your wife. But PP Seeds, what? Where are you? I lost my voice. I can't do a live stream until the 6th. I'll do it on the 9th, actually. I'll do it 69. June 9th. The day before GameStop opened. Hey, by the way, he goes, yeah, we're going to hit the promised land. What shit are we? What? Fellas. What the fuck is going on? Yeah. It's not financial advice. No, this is awesome. If you guys ever want to have a conversation about virtual reality, I am a genius. This guy's MIA. You couldn't find him if you wanted to. People put their life savings into Bed Bath & Beyond because they believed, I have no, you know what, and I don't even care, like, honestly, I'm going to tell you guys something. If you guys lost money into Bed Bath & Beyond and you were watching my show, our show, or if you were watching PPC's and you saw me debate him and his 7 bands of fairies, you guys got to know, you deserve to lose every dollar. Every dollar. I always ask myself, how dumb are people? But then I remember Biden actually won an election. So I get people are dumb. But these guys, it's a whole different world. Good afternoon, Mr. Marantz. How you doing today? How is everyone else? I don't know. Wifey's working. Son, last day of high school for freshman year. He's doing good. You know, good-looking kid. My daughter, I think she worked last night. I don't know. Maybe she did work the midnight release of the Switch. I didn't ask her. She's off today, though. PP McLevin. Oh, bro, you're giving him too much credit right now. Could you imagine? Imagine that guy grifting off of people for $100,000. What was that? 2 years ago? A year ago? Doing meet and greets, thinking he's the next Howard Stern. It was crazy. And Bill Pulte, the money just got pulled. Bill Pulte's like, I don't even know you, bro. Like, it's that bad. He was on the stage with Ian Carroll, lost his whole following. That's just... There's alpha males out here, dude. There's full-on savages. That's us. If you don't consider yourself an alpha male and you're investing in GameStop, well, rethink the way you categorize yourself or the characterization of yourself. I mean, you literally are an alpha dog. You got it going. And women, too. If you're buying GameStop shares, I talked to a lady the other day. She goes, Marantz, I don't have a lot of money, but I bought a share. I said, hell yeah, dude. It wouldn't, just one. It didn't matter. It's not about the money at the end of it all. It's the symbolization. You're going to get there. I told my wife yesterday, we were having this conversation. I said, Mama, you realize after earnings, we're going to have like $100,000 like right there in our pockets. And she was like, oh, that's cool. So what do you want to do? I said, nothing. So I want to wait for GameStop to get in the S&P 500. I want to see how far it goes. I want to feel good about it. Just keep supporting my company. I said, what I want to do is I want to get together and go do this meet and greet and go videotape and go hand out stuff to the kids, to the families, whatever. I want to go do it. And she said, all right, let's do that. That's it. That's a wife who's all in. That's someone who understands what the hell I got going on. Money comes and goes. It's fleeting. I already told you guys, I can give you $200,000 right now. What are you going to do with it? Spend it. Lose it. Like, I can't believe my brother made a video that says how I spent my first $1 million. Like, what? If I had $1 million cash, you wouldn't see it. You would never know. That's crazy. I'm not Jay Kerwin. I don't have money like that. Shout out to my dog, Peter McLevin. Yeah, everything else is good. Let's effing go, GME Army 51 Share Gang. We're here. I feel you, brother, next week. Yeah, you know what's crazy too? The integrity from our boy is second to none. Yeah, you're welcome. Normies don't get it. Nah, dude, I'm actually done fighting with these dudes. I'm done telling people, like, about anything. Marantz, what's going on with the Trump versus Elon? Well, if you looked at the tweet that came out from Trump, he said, don't pass the bill. I don't want to increase the debt ceiling. That's what he said. He was mad about it. So Kevin is here. Hold on. Kevin, you're here? I forgot to care. My bad, bro. Hey, guys, I just want to let you know Kevin is here. And, yeah. I got to go do something. Kevin, this song is for you.
All this static again. Price don't move, just bends. Same chart, same doubt. Same noise I tuned out. I've got tabs full of notes and no one to show. Just sitting in my space, watching candles glow. Hold mode. Am I stuck in hold mode? Did I blink and miss the road? Am I just in hold mode? It's that friction burn drag. They call it just a lag, but the tape feels fake and the faith feels jagged. Try to chase the thread, just led to more decay. Had to learn to sit while they stall the day. Hold mode. Am I stuck in hold mode? Was it truth I thought I owed? Or am I just in hold mode? Oh, and when it's taking this long, when it's taking this long, you start to wonder what went wrong. Hold mode. Am I still in hold mode? Did I wait too long to know? Am I fading in hold mode? Hold mode.
I got to finish eating my breakfast, guys. I just got it again. So you guys listen to a song. And we're good.
I still remember that January flame. Candles on charts and echoes of blame. They said we were chasing a dream that had died, but dreams don't give up, they just learn to hide. I clicked on the ticker, alone in the noise. No promises made, no prophet, no voice. But something inside me refused to comply. So I opened my heart and placed the last one share more, through silence and doubt, through margin calls, fear and all the pullout. They told me to sell, they laughed at the sky, but truth doesn't flinch, and neither did I. Through losses and lessons, through whispers and why, the story was written in the last bye. They called it a meme, they mocked every post, but behind every trade was a personal ghost. A job that was lost, a voice never heard, a vote in the system that trembled at words. Not just a stock, not a ticker on screen, it was trust in ourselves and what it could mean. And maybe the market still never asked why, but they felt the quake from the last buy. Don't need applause when you know what you've done, when you stood for a truth and you didn't run. Not for the squeeze, not for the trend, but because conviction doesn't pretend. One share more, through valleys and climb, through headlines that faded, through doubt turned to time. Let history wonder, let critics deny, but it all turned on the last bite. And if they ask what I did, I'll smile and reply, I held the line and made the last buy.
You know, Kevin, I'm not going to take the bait. Not today. I actually get to look in the mirror every night, and I know exactly what I'm rocking. And then you'll be over there with the little roided up gambler. You see where it goes. I want to thank Tony right now. Tony Bonneville. Tony B. Been supporting the channel for a long time, Tony, and I really appreciate the super chat. It goes a long way. The kids are about to come up hardcore. Swear to you, my wife, you know what she did? She goes, hey, babe, I know you're doing the giveaways and stuff, and you're going to the street and doing stuff. She's like, but, you know you can pace yourself, right? And I was like, what do you mean, babe? She's like, you don't have to give away everything. Like, my last video was an hour and a half. And it was an hour and a half long. And we gave away like thousands of dollars worth of shit. It was crazy, right? We gave away the mysterious booster box, whatever the hell that was. We gave away 29 slabs total. We gave away gift cards. We gave away apparel. We gave away sports cards, tons of sports cards. And now I have so much to give away on bumper stickers and more Pokemon cards that I haven't even opened. because I don't know if I want to open them, to be honest with you. I was going to not open them because then I was just going to go, you know what? Let a kid get the joy of opening up a pack and getting a hit, you know? I thought about that. But then, of course, some kids like the fact that you just give them the hits themselves. Like when you walk up and you go, boom, here you go, man. But that'll get you a timeout there, Kevin. They put you into timeout for you, and they're gonna keep you there. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I have to get ready for work. It was an hour long. I was like, wow, yeah, because I can. I wonder why. Because dudes like you. You guys don't know about Because I Can. He sponsored a lot of giveaways. This guy, he's a good ass dude. Can't tell you everything. But he's done some stuff. So people are complaining. I want to talk about this really quick. People are complaining that the dumbasses in Staten Island, multiple customers have reported that GameStop in New York punctured their two screens by accident after slapping receipts on their box. Yes, this sucks. Oh, man. One GameStop out of 2,900 made this mistake. I can't even begin to tell you the mistakes that I've seen happen for the company that I work for, day to day, every day, you know, like whatever. It happens, guys. This stuff is factored in, albeit it's a lot of money to lose, $500 each one, but it's not the end all and be all. It is for that store. Stupid. Dummy. But, yeah, sucks, man. Absolutely sucks. Hopefully these guys get smarter than that. But, of course, there's press everywhere. There's headlines everywhere running with that narrative. GameStop, poking holes in the stapler. See this right here, GameStop. We've addressed a unique case of staples damaging two screens isolated to one store. Thank you. Replacements have been ordered. Staplers have been confiscated. Thank you. So easy. I love that they actually replied to it. Yes, and I can't. There's a new vision of this post. Cool. I love that they did it right there. Boom. Awesome. You know, literally, they probably don't even take a loss on the product. I'll be honest with you guys. There's probably an allowance and a spoils built into the inventory. I'm saying 100% there is. I'm telling you 100%. But those people will get their product and they'll get a replacement. GameStop will make it whole and they're doing great. So, not bad for the leadership team that is GameStop. What a damn great response. And they take away the damn stapler. They already had a meme ready to go. Oh, I love this company. The company's so good. This guy went and bought every game available to him. Look at this. His collection. There's guys out there that want to buy every game that comes out. His collection's already 10, 12, 13, 14 games. 13 games ahead of everyone else. This dude is killing it, bro. Get them all. Treat them like Pokemon. I love this shit, dude. God, man, this is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You don't think they're going over there? Oh, can't wait. She's stealing stuff? She stole the whole package? Bro, we'd be fighting, bro. Can't do that. Here we go. They're ready to do it. Welcome to a game that arguably should be free. Needs $95 of accessories and a 4K TV to complete. Awesome! Awesome. Then don't buy it. The hell are you crying about? Developers of games. You know what I really like about this, though? That Nintendo has a crazy advertising budget for the game, for this whole console and the game and everything. It's everywhere, right? They're paying it. GameStop doesn't have to promote anything or something. Let the vendor do it themselves. That's awesome, dude. What does this guy say right here? Goodbye, Series X. You've been good to me, but now you've been sacrificed. Oh, yeah, trade in. Trade in for all that. Gamers ignore tornado warning and line up outside of a GameStop. You know they did. I love it. The Wii. But I finally got it. Oh, this guy be out here trolling, bro. Right there. You guys ever, scroll through your Twitter? I bet nothing but porn. Me, I scroll through mine. All it is video games. Video games. That's it. You guys. Gross people out there. 1 minute to go. Switch to release at GameStop. Look at this line at the mall. Holy shit. No one goes to the mall but GameStop. GameStop is carrying whole retail sectors, bro. They're just carrying people. Oh my God, buckle up. Buckle up, people. I'm excited. Oh, right there. Let me hear this.
Here, let me just go ahead and get that from you. Great.
Oh, brilliant. It's so brilliant.
There it is. What?
It's so brilliant. I love it. Pete Carroll, retire already. You're 73 years old. Nobody cares about you. I hate Pete Carroll dudes. Can't stand him. You ain't gonna get me. Made a short film about what it means to have a son. Oh, this kid's crazy. My son was inside playing video games. He wasn't out there riding bikes and getting hurt. Hell no. Can't afford those. Can't afford the bills, bro. Oh, man. I could scroll through Twitter all day just looking at Switch 2, everything. Very easy to get at Target. Just walk into the store right now. They have a lot. No shit. No shit. That's amazing. I love it. You know why they have a lot? Anybody know why they have a lot? Because everybody's getting it at GameStop. Oh, man. Speaking of, I was talking to my insider. I have an insider that knows Best Buy very well. And Best Buy actually did the release last night at 9 o'clock, our time frame, because I'm on the West Coast. This stock is rigged. Oh, stick with it. Literally your name. Stick with it, bro. Oh, the stock is rigged. Oh, it's not going anywhere. Man, this stock is rigged. Hey, stick with it. Help me out for a second, bro. Before I even tell you about my insider info, just so that you know, there was a lot of people there. As I was told, there was a lot of people there. They're buying them and all the accessories. Yeah, there you go. Mexican candy package on there. Hey, stick with it. Can I talk to you, bro? Like, no, really, can I talk to you? Like, I'm not going to leave. I'm actually going to stay. You know, my kid can get picked up another day. That kid don't need to get picked up, bro. It's his last day of school. Let him hang out with the girlies. I told him today, too. I said, hey, son, when you go to summer, right? Like, you're going into summer, it's like the movie Grease. And he was like, what does that mean, Dad? I said, hey, summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. Yeah, you met a boy, sweet as can be. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. I met a girl. Huh. Made my heart skip a beat. I make up my own words. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Tell me more. Tell me more. Stick with it. Said he said this stock is just about dead. Mm-hmm. Click the link. Bros, if you guys didn't grow up watching Grease, you can't hang out on this channel. I swear, I don't like John Travolta. Hold on, let me think about that. John Travolta. He had a great movie, Urban Cowboy. He had Saturday Night Fever. He had Grease. There we go. There we go. 3 good movies. Don't give me Pulp Fiction. He was terrible. I hate Quentin Tarantino movies. Can't stand him. But I'll take Face Off. That was a good movie. Who's in the chat? Who's in the channel? Who walked in? Of course.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. What's up with you?
So I called my buddy because I found out that a gaming store got robbed in Killeen, Texas, right next to the base in Fort Hood. So he was in the area, and he actually been to that store.
Yeah, are you talking about GameStop?
No. It's because people want the Pokemon cards, so they stole some Gold Star Charizard. Because when I finish going to work and I drive back home, I'll call like a bunch of my friends to see how they're doing. And this is an old army friend, and when I heard it was like in Killeen, I'm like, yo, my buddy lives out there. So I called him up and say, hey, have you heard about this rumor? And he went to go check it out. And he told me, he's like, I actually been there because it's actually a nice plaza area.
Yeah, so when my wife and I went to Vegas for the week, and we visit, I want to say we visit all the GameStops there. There were like 7 or 9 or 10. I don't remember how many. Visit one of them. and they were saying that they don't put their cards near the front because people would walk in and run out. So they don't keep their cards, any cards. They're like, they just hold on to them because it's the one thing everyone's after. But yeah, I'm going to call bullshit on your story, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because I can. Mm-hmm. You say that you get off of work and you call your friends. I've never gotten one phone call from you, so I'm just going to call bullshit on all of this right now.
Hey, man. Hey, your wife asked you if you wanted to give me your number. You're like, nah, Discord's good enough, pretty much. I'm like, all right.
Hey, you're absolutely correct. I did say that. I say that all the time. People ask me for my number all the time.
Okay, so okay, what happened then?
No, you're good, bro.
I mean, the system works. I'm like, hey, no, the system works. I'm like, all right, cool. I understand someone a stranger in the internet because I have no social media, so like no one can really find me unless you like have my email or my direct number. So I can't fault you on that.
Hold on, look at it. Yo, Marantz does have a set schedule, or does he just go live when he wants? Miguel, yes and yes. Miguel's asking if I go live when I want. Yeah, yes and yes, Miguel. Hey, Miguel, truth is, bro, if you're in the Discord, this is what Because I Can's telling you. If you're in the Discord with the channel and the show, I literally post when I'm going live, and then when Discord finds out before anyone else. So once you get the message in the Discord, hey, he's going live, boom, everybody shows up. So our Discord has 1,200 members, and our YouTube has over 13,000 subscribers. So it just depends. Whoever's not working at the time, that's who shows up to the lives. That's just the way it goes down. But a lot of people watch it after the fact. But yeah, I go live as much as I can, whenever I can. And then in addition to that, I post randomly everywhere, like TikTok and Twitter. You're going to get a dose of me somewhere if you're doing it. But I've been doing it for over 4 years, man. So I don't know about these YouTubers that come and go and give up, and because they're not here for forever. But like, I want you to think about what this guy said right now. I was just going to touch on it. His name is Sick With It. I kept saying stick with it. Wow, bro. So Sick With It. Go ahead and add one more letter. Add a T, okay? And when you add the T after the S, you just remember, bro, don't be distressed. This investment's everything you want. You want it to be rigged. You want it to be held down. You want it pinned down to the ground. You don't want this thing to take off. Do you have enough shares yet? No? Good. Hang on. Hang on, baby. Because it's going to happen. Anyway, I left the chat open for you, Sick With It, so you can join the chat and talk to me. I'm fortunate enough to work and listen most of the time. You are fortunate. You know what happened, Burton? Can I tell you what happened to me yesterday? You got anything else because I can?
No, I say I agree. Like, since GameStop because I saw one of the GameStop posts saying they're making like a new setup and they're putting more display cases because I went to a couple GameStop where they had like the high-end football cards. I'll tell my buddy, man, I hope they make like an S entry. This way, like, people can't just run in and run out with those like smash and grabs. But I told him, you know what? There's only one GameStop store that I know that has like a lot of PSA cards, and that's also in Texas.
Well, that's good. Yeah, no, there's controls. Okay, you guys got to learn that verbiage. Controls. Every store will figure out what they need, and I'm sure they don't have to do the traditional lock behind the glass like Walmart, and then nobody can get their product. A lot of people don't like to lock up their things; they want to leave them out. High dollar items, obviously, hidden behind the counter, sure, but you want people to know you have it. So you got to find a way to merch it. You got to get creative. But those merchants, those district managers that have been with GameStop for years and years and years, they have to get better at merchandising. And if you don't know how to merch your product, it's gonna show in the numbers. What they call lead the dog, right? So what are you leading in your store when you walk in? What's the first thing you see? And this is why you have those impulse. So we call it an impulse. So you'll set up plushies at the door. You'll set up the accessories, the to-goes. It's no different. It's no different. You want to catch the eyes of everything once you walk in. So you have to be visually, displayed, artfully, tastefully. And then, of course, price to sales. What sells, what doesn't. The highest selling products, move it all the way to the back or near the registers and keep it close to you back there because they have to walk through the whole building to see it. So this is all stemming from jewelry stores and department stores like Macy's and JCPenney back in the day. Additionally, Sears and Miller's Outpost. Miller's Outpost perfected this, If you guys didn't grow up with Miller's Outpost and you don't understand what pants and Levi's meant to that, but what they did was they would put the Levi's at the back of the building. You would have to walk through everything to get to the Levi's. So no different. GameStop knows what they have. They don't lead the store with Pokemon cards. They put the Pokemon cards to the back wall, and I'm sure they're going to try to reposition where they keep their consoles. But this is all about merchandise. This is like Merch 101. And if these guys know what they're doing, the district managers, and they can go ahead and walk that talk. But remember, we're training and we're teaching. We're not just doing the product itself. There's the add-ons, right? Added value. So if I'm up there, I've got to find a way to make it a value conversation and a lifestyle conversation for every console sale. So, hey guys, listen up. Here's what I have. I also have this protective case. Do you have children? We got to protect it. We got a screen protector. We've got this. How many games are you buying? You're gonna need more memory. Let's go ahead and get you a memory card as well. You're gonna need that. This is a one-time purchase. You're not gonna do this every time. I understand it's a big ticket item today, but I actually have a credit card that alleviates some of this pressure. And there's just so many ways to sell it, right? The pro membership and everything they offer. Moving forward, hey, there are going to be new releases coming out. Let's go ahead and get this pro membership. You'll get $5 off a month on your games when you do buy them. You just try to find what's going to tick for that particular person. What games are you interested in? Hey, you know what? Nintendo doesn't even have that type of game out yet. So let's go ahead and focus on the discounted products that are coming through. Look at all these refurbished items that are being returned. Look at these games that are getting traded in just to buy this current product. So you have pros and cons for everyone to walk in. Everyone gets a unique experience, and they got to talk it out. But if your employees are not well versed, they don't understand, and then the verbiage is going to come out muffled, and or the delivery is not going to be correct. Have you ever gone on a tour to rent an apartment and or to buy a car, and you know right away that you know more than the person giving the tour, and they're not seasoned, they don't answer the phone correctly? When I saw a guy being so sincere, he was getting yelled at on the street. And as he's getting yelled at, he literally stops this guy and he tells him, he goes, "Hey, can I pray for you?" And the guy goes, "You're not going to pray for me. Like, what are you talking about?" He's like, "No, Jesus loves you. God loves you. Let me pray for you." And his prayer, mid yelling and mid everything, his prayer was so sincere. It came from the bottom of his heart. He talked about everything you could ever imagine. And he said, "Let the power of prayer come through you." He said all of this. I was blown away at his delivery, at his, well, you know what it told me though? It told me that this guy has prayed for people before. That's what it told me. I said, you know what? That's believable. I can support that. I can get behind that. This is not his first rodeo. It's no different than the console cycle you're about to go through. It's no different than the vehicle I'm about to offer you. I don't go in there and go, "Hey, what are you guys doing this weekend? Nice ride, huh? You like those wheels? You like those rims?" No. Like, "Hey guys, how you doing? How many children do you have? How many cup holders do you need? Do you need a fifth row? Do you need a third row? Hey, the warranty on these tires, the warranty on this vehicle has one of the best safety ratings of all time. Ma'am, is this the color you're looking for? Are you guys ideally, what type of income are we working with here?" You can imagine the conversation about buying a vehicle rather than, "Hey, you're going to look good with the top down, your hair blowing right through it." No different than the house. When you're buying a home, you're not just going, "Hey, what's the price of this home? What's the square footage?" You're saying, what's the walking distance to the next bus stop, to the actual school? Where are their parks? What's the taxing zone? Where am I really at? How's the nightlife here? What's the crime rate where I'm at? Is there an HOA involved? Is there security? Are there good neighbors here? How long have they been here for? You're not just talking numbers. And that's the part that people need to come across and understand. When you know your business and you know how to present it to people, you might be the best salesman ever. You better know who you're talking to and what triggers for them. The product is one thing. You know what, guys? This is a 4K PlayStation that shows DVDs and does, okay, great. What's the real function for this person? Is that the deciding factor? And once GameStop has seasoned employees and they have this pedigree and they care, it's going to show over and over again. More launch days give you more experience for those crazy things that can happen. Stapling a screen, a receipt to a box, albeit you ruined 7 switches or however many, guess what? You taught the company a new way to do something. Let's not do that again. That's the principle. That's the learning experience you take from a leadership standpoint. It's not something that, I'm mad or, oh my God. No, it's, hey guys, we found out that we can't do it this way. Let's make sure we deliver stickers next time. Let's give them a different way of doing something. And for the next 30 years, we have a better business practice. That's how you have to look at things. That's how you do it. Okay? Knowledge is power, but experience gives you that knowledge, without a doubt. Home Depot, same. We merchandise the bear paint and everything else to lead the aisle close to the paint pit in every store. Yep. Buy the dips and average down anytime you can. That sounds like financial advice. He goes live anytime he can. The man is a machine. He works late and never stops bringing people the truth. Who are we talking about? Dennis Rodman? Yeah. I wouldn't doubt if BB closes all stores in 3 years. Best Buy? No way. No way. Best Buy is profitable. They're profitable. They have tons of cash. They have a brand. No, you got Best Buy all messed up, bros. You should do more homework. Like before you talk all crazy, do a little bit more homework on Best Buy. They do really well. And they have like these warranty programs. They have a membership program. Like when you buy if you buy an appliance, I think if you pay like $150 a year, every appliance you have has a warranty, a wraparound warranty on it. Like the life of the membership. So you just keep paying $150 every year. Everything you buy from Best Buy is covered. Vacuum, a fridge, a dryer, I don't even know. Buy everything. And it just keeps getting covered. They know how to get that $150 out of you. So, and then they got a partnership with Citibank. There's a lot going on over there. Yeah, you're wrong. I don't mind saying it. It happens. Common sense isn't so common to everyone. Great. Geek Squad protection plans have been lucrative for the longest time. Exactly. See, somebody knows what I'm talking about. Best Buy, no one is ever there, and they changed their membership in the last couple of years. It includes way less. That's fine. You guys can say whatever you guys want. I'm telling you, I look at balance sheets. I understand them. They're on the plus side of the chart. No, you're wrong, guys. You're completely wrong. Employee discount on those things are amazing. I can't talk about that. Where do you see GameStop 5 years from now? One shot PC. Wow, great question. Where do I see GameStop 5 years from now? What's 5 years? 2030? I don't know. I don't know everyone that's like going to be here in 5 years. Me as an investor, I'm very happy that my time horizon is longer than most, that I'm young enough to see these investments all the way through. My time horizon's not anywhere. Like I can hang on for 30 more years. So 5 years is not really going to move me. But where do I see GameStop as a company? One, I think their revenue will be higher than it is today. I'm willing to challenge Wall Street. Wall Street keeps saying GameStop has 3.3 coming out. 3.3 billion is projected sales for the year. And if that's rock bottom, that's great, but I don't think people understand the way pivots work. The way the pivot works for GameStop is you hit the bottom on SG&A. That's your selling and general administrative costs. So once you hit the bottom on that, you've closed as many stores as you need to close, and now you start strategizing. Now you start plotting. Okay, plotting from a real estate standpoint takes a lot of things into consideration. One, you take on demos. Two, you take on household median income. So you're going to look at where can I develop a store, get the right lease, and still grab this TAM, the total addressable market. Where do I actually grab them from? Name a city. Do they have enough GameStops? In this case, GameStop has 2,900 plus. I think it's like 2,915 at the moment, which is a lot of stores. I've mapped it out, like every state, how many they have. Texas has the most, then California, then New York, then Florida, ideally. But if GameStop actually takes their time and they get the right site and they get the right price, and then you get the inventory in there, it would take years to churn a profit out of those new stores. It doesn't have to happen instantly. And you also have to have the culture and the employees to do it, the leadership to do it. So I love what GameStop's done. GameStop took the cream of the crop. They literally took their best performing stores, put the best employees in them, and they've given the shopper a better shopping experience. That's what you wanted. They've incentivized the store directors to do a better job. They gave them almost $30,000 worth of shares, each of them, to run their store. That's ownership. When you give that store director ownership, they now feel obligated to do the right thing when no one's watching, which is phenomenal. And you won't hear those stories like you had been in the past on Reddit and YouTube. Like even now, like you'll run away with the negative press story. Say, oh, they stapled them, you know. Oh, there was a bad member experience. Yeah, there's going to be bad experiences when you're opening 6,000, 7,000 stores. You got to take that brand with you. You got to take the name badge, and the name above the badge is not more important than the name below it. So when it says your name and then it says GameStop underneath, remember, GameStop, you're trying to protect that brand. So I think with all the advances in technology for GameStop, they are one of the most advanced when it comes to retail as far as transparency and omni-channel. So 5 years from now, I can see them at the front of it all, legacy-wise, but, you know, the elephant in you know, is Bitcoin and PSA-graded cards and that relationship. Once it's, you know, it's adopted and it's trusted and more people do it and more people become of age as they collect cards and they try to look for the older ones and they go through it. I think GameStop's catalog is going to carry value. They actually have an inventory that's going to carry interest because cards go up in value, certainly Pokemon cards. So with that being said, 5 years from now, GameStop's inventory right now is around 5,500 cards online. They'll probably have 10,000, 20,000 cards online with an increased value, you know. So, and the best part about it, about PSA graded cards and the way they've been getting better at it, you know, trade a card in, give you value, sell a card off, package it up in these pre-packaged bundles, you know, these mystery cards. The way they've been doing it, they've been maximizing every moment. And that's the part that I tell you, you have to execute with intention. And that's exactly what they've been doing. So expectations for me, for the company, would be growth over the next 5 years. Additionally, profits beyond the $130 million that they just made last year. I would pencil mark them in for $500 million on average for a quarter, for a year. And that number is only going to grow because that nest egg has never been touched. It's never been penetrated. You know, GameStop's never bought a single thing with your money, retail investors. They've offered shares that diluted this float to increase the market cap, and they've done that. And as they get closer and closer to the S&P, it's either going to be the S&P runs away from GameStop, or GameStop keeps trailing it, keeps going after it. But eventually, GameStop's going to catch it. And in this world, you know, of forever investing, of diamond hands, it's the investment I want. It's the investment I want. And S&P 500 can run, but for how long? For how long before, you know, people realize that it's not MicroStrategy? You know, Michael Packer just came out with an update. It was released. You know, Tip Ranks, I don't know how they do this. They always have the scoop. Tip Ranks comes out with an article. Last night, Michael Packer said, really? What the hell? Did you talk to him? Did he just give this piece to you? And he reiterated a $13.50 price target for GameStop. Like, yeah, their business model doesn't make sense. These lines outside the store don't make sense. The profit margin's increasing from 16% in 2022, quarter four, 2022, 16%, all the way up to 31% right now. Literally double the percentage on gross profit. I'll show it to you. So Michael Packer factors in, he says, you know, the business itself is only worth $8 a share. Then you have cash. They have a $5 cash position. And I said, well, wait a minute. I know that the price of GameStop can't hold up to what they're saying on the chart. You know, you guys, everybody's asking this stock analyst for chart info and pricing, and that's not the issue with I have with Michael Packer. It's when are you actually going to realize that, or you already do realize, but you're completely wrong, and you're not willing to admit it. Think about it, guys. You're talking about GameStop having $5 billion, $6 billion of cash. But the company's worth $13 book right now. You're only giving it value for cash. You're not giving it value for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's such a bad investment or a negative investment, why is everyone giving multiples? And they go, well, MicroStrategies gets a 1.6 multiple. They get 1.6 of their Bitcoin in value. So whatever amount of Bitcoin they hold, they're trading at 1.6 of it. Okay. GameStop's trading at 2.4 of their Bitcoin value. No, hold on. Of their cash value. Hold on. Let me get this right. So GameStop, unlike MicroStrategies, GameStop is not leveraged. GameStop has cash and makes a profit. MicroStrategies has no cash and they don't make a profit. All they have is Bitcoin. So yes, don't give Bitcoin any premium. I agree to that. But you're taking away, because one company's getting a premium on having nothing, you're taking away the value from the company that actually is doing the right thing. It's like GameStop comes out and says, you know what, guys? We're non-profitable in this sector, this. We sold it off, but we're profitable here in the U.S., as they've claimed. We're going to do this. You give them no value for it? They keep shrinking, and people don't understand that they're not shrinking. The gross profit is literally down half. It's like I'll give you an example. It's down $100 million gross profit, but they cut off half their stores. So they cut off half their stores. They only lost $100 million in gross profit. They actually became more profitable per store, per capita, per man hour, like I've told you. GameStop has the most cash per employee of any retail company in America. No one's close. I think Amazon's close, but no one else. Look at what we're talking about. We're talking about Amazon and GameStop. Why are we in the same sentence? Amazon's a $2 trillion company. GameStop is $13 billion. Why? Because Michael Packer gets to come out and tell you, here's the value, here's the price. I'm sorry, Michael, when you stop being the only fish in the conversation, then the shit's going to get real. I wait for the day that these Wall Street bros decide to challenge this idea that GameStop's a $13 stock. I pray for the day. 5 years from now will be the day. 5 years from now, they won't have anything to say. Do you know why one shot? One shot, if it's $13, okay, as the short tellers are telling you that it's short sellers are telling you GameStop's a $13 stock. Remember this. But Wall Street longs are telling you something different. Wall Street longs bought 140 million shares at $28 a piece. Wall Street longs bought an additional $1.5 billion worth of GameStop convertible notes at a premium of $29.85, which is currently trading at $41.75. They're willing to pay 3x, 4x of what Wedbush is saying their actual stock is worth. Why is everyone willing to pay a premium on this company and where it's going? Oh, it's just retail money? Retail doesn't have billions. Retail's not the one moving this market. Wall Street is repositioning. They're getting ready for what's about to happen. They don't let shit just happen. That's the truth. They're not going to let this thing explode tomorrow. They've got to make sure they have all their ducks lined up. Line them up. Trump announces a trade deal. The trade deal gets announced. I was just told by a credible source. Do you think they expand to Canada with their TCG cards? No. I don't think so. PSA might. There is no money in Canada. I'll say it respectfully to everyone. Canada is not a market that can thrive without the U.S. funds. The retail dollar is not in demand. I used to think Canada was rich. Every time I talk to them, they'd be like, "How much do you make a year?" I make 100,000. I make 80,000. I didn't realize they were talking about Canadian dollars. The soft Canada dollar. I had no idea. But once I found out Canadian pension plans on the Maple 8 are literally invested in the U.S. markets, it tells me everything I need to know. If Canada was the go-to, then they would invest in their own market, and they don't. GameStop's the go-to. You know what the insiders of GameStop do? They buy their own shares. And they're Canadian. Canada is massive in landmass. They're also one of the best countries to get along with, as in the people. The natives of Canada are some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And I've had the luxury of meeting tons of them because they come here for winter break, where I live. And for my whole life, I mean, you've had 50,000 to 100,000 Canadians come on down every year, like clockwork. We're on holiday. We're here. This is beautiful weather. It's 60 degrees. We're freezing. They're walking around in shorts and sandals. But they're great people. They're fun people. They're respectful. Oh, God, they have so much respect. They seldom get angry. Terrible drivers, but great people. But I think even you'll understand that the amount of people up there will not generate a profit or a demand that warrants expansion. That's what I'm telling you. Check out CTM, just started its run. Tyler P. How about you go check it out? Is that cool? You know what I can't stand is when people come in here and name a stock. Okay, watch this. Click the link, homeboy. Hey, homie, click the link. Click the link on the show, top of the chat. And then I want you to come in here and tell me about this company called CTM. Tell me about it. Who's the board of directors? Annual revenue? $40 million. Oh, there's a run. They lose $20 to $8 million a year. 20% of their revenue comes in at a loss for them. There's no net income to speak of. There's no earnings. Cash on hand, $12 million. What the hell is this? What are we doing? Shareholder equity of $20 million. Book value per share, 30 cents. They trade at 3x book, almost 4x book. I should buy them. This is something we should be talking about. A chart and a company you don't know. Just anything that goes up, that's what we should talk about. Mullen Automotive yesterday went up 300, 400%. It's down to $8 right now. You're an idiot. You know what I'm going to do for you, bro? Just because I don't like that shit, I don't like people who just walk in and say dumb shit. Nope. It's never going to happen. We're never going to see you again, bro. Tyler P. We'll never see you again. Hey, bro, you wasted your whole life to see this channel come in here and say some stupid shit. Here we go. Second day of employment. Gonna have to watch the whole stream later when I'm back home. Cool, bro. Bought 23 shares over the last 2 days. Phenomenal. All right, I'm gonna go to work. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got things to do. Chart is there. GameStop 29.73. Hard to hold up at these levels, huh? Trying to get you back down. Don't get discouraged. Look how high you are already. Golden Cross. Earnings comes out. We blow past. Guys, I want to see rockets. I want to see way up here. I want us to see us over $100. I want to see it happen all the way to 50. Maybe we go up to 50 right now. Let me see. Bro, we're still killing it. Because, like, what are you going to do? Watch this. Tell me I'm wrong, and I'll just, I'll stop. This is a short term, by the way. This is a daily chart. Boom. Then you go here. We did test. Boom. Okay, cool. Come out and you go touch it again at 34. That's it? Or do we have the true breakout? I think we have the true breakout. Because I think if you come over here to this one, and you go here, and it touched, you got some love right there, bro. We're on the top side. Break out of here and go touch back up here to 64. But if you go to the weekly's going to show you the real breakout, and you're going to actually have this from way over here to way up here. So you have that top line. You have the support from way down here, which stays true with this one, right? So you don't even have to do too much. That's what I see. And then you go to the monthly. Same deal. You're still going sideways. Did we break out a little early? We were down. Yeah, boom, month early. And then you go to the quarterly. Go to the quarterly. Oh, this is where it's massive, bros. That's the breakout waiting to happen. One more quarter, and then gone. Yeah, we'll be gone, bros. God. March of 2026. You can't hold it anymore. We just keep walking. It's going to explode. It's like water boiling, and you see the bubbles start forming. You're like, we got the bubbles. The bubbles are down here on the MACD, way down here. Bubbles are flowing. It's about to go like this, overflow. So it's about to happen, overflow. When that happens, this shit goes crazy, bro. Look at this one right here. This candle is everything to me. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5, 5 squares. So you're going to go up here. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 600 to 1,200, guys. 600 to 1,200 a year from now. Call me crazy. GameStop won't let it happen. GameStop's going to dilute. GameStop's going to raise more cash. I don't care. I can't wait. Love you guys. GameStop or GameStop, it doesn't matter. To the moon and back. Appreciate you guys again. Play one more track from Trove on the way out the door. Trove be making bangers, guys. If you don't know him, get to know him. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace.